All right, guys, it's game time. If you're able to, would everybody move a little bit closer just so we can feel your support? Still try to social distance the best you can, but just come a little closer. Thank you. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate Black life. Yeah. We want to continue to come together as a group as much as we can and whenever we can to celebrate Black life, especially when acts of racism occur and go viral. For those who haven't heard, last weekend there was a rally here to support policemen. That may have been the intention, but the impact of that event left Black Vermonters feeling drastic. It reminded us once again that we are not welcome here. We came back this weekend to say that we're not going anywhere and that we too are America. Today we want to take it a step further. We'll hear from Black Verses. You'll also notice there's tables set up along the middle of the aisles. There's tables with the census, register to vote, and to learn about the school resource officer, and much more. We encourage you to visit the tables and take action. All speakers will hang out after to discuss and have more dialogue. So I'd like to welcome Alicia, and she's gonna do the land acknowledgement, because we're on stolen land, guys.
How y'all doing today? All right. I just want to take a minute. I ask that we acknowledge the historical genocide and forced removal from the ancestral lands faced by Indigenous peoples whose land we reside upon today. We acknowledge the ongoing struggle that colonization and stolen land continues to have on First Nations people here on the lands now claimed as the capital city of Vermont, including the original tribes of the Abnaki, Mahican, Sokoki, Massaquoi, and Kawasak, and specifically the Kawasak traditional band of the sovereign Abnaki Nation, the Cossack tribe, the Abnaki Nation of the Massaquoi, the Elnu tribe, the Nalhegan band of the Cossack, Abnaki Cossack, and traditional band of the Coas, and the many tribal nations that go unrecognized who continue to struggle through resistance and fighting for rights and access to ancestral lands and rebuilding their culture. We acknowledge that many of us at this time are descendants of oppressors and come from a place of privilege and opportunity. We acknowledge that the many inequities and injustices experienced by First Nations people must be reconciled and healed, and that there is much work to be done. We acknowledge that many of the stories, crafts, songs, skills, and recreational enjoyments we participate in originate from cultures that have had a close connection to this land for thousands of years, and that we will do our best to share what we learn in respectful ways. Through this work, we can strengthen relationships and begin the process of healing and reconciliation among the First Nations residing on this land. We give our deepest gratitude to the land, who is our greatest teacher, provider, and source of inspiration. And many thanks to the First Nations people, in particular to the Abnaki, whose land we live, work, play, and prosper on. To the First Nations people of the West, North, South, and everywhere in between.
I would like now to introduce Sierra.